Mrs. Doubtfire? It's one I grew up on as a kid. It's one of my favorites.
I keep hearing this. Like everybody keeps saying, haven't you seen this show?
I'm asking because that is literal what drag is. The entire purpose
he dressed
behind
as drag so he can see his kids. He dressed in drag to see his kids.
Who dressed him in that movie, my guy?
Yeah.
Who dressed him in that movie? Wait, who dressed him in that movie? A drag queen.
And that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'll even go to a drag show, but there's no reason for kids to have these seeds put into their brain when they're at school.
How is it a seed?
There's actual criminal.
Wait, are you telling me? Wait. I'm all in. Are you telling me that me taking my kid or my kid being exposed to a singular drag story hour is going to eliminate every aspect of parenting I've instilled in them in the last 12, 15, 18 years?
It's going to put seeds in their brain, yeah.
Really? So you are a shitty parent then if you think that a single drag show is going to eliminate every aspect of your parenting. Great. One kid is grown. I have 2 more at home. I'm just saying the idea that you think your entire parental guidance is going to be uprooted because your kid heard a story like the Magic School Bus from a singular drag queen that one time in 8th grade.
Not the Magic School Bus.
It literally is.
Okay, so if you're transgender, you're gay, you're lesbian, you're bi, whatever the case may be, that's fine to go and read the kids. But why, if you live your life as a man, do you feel compelled to want to dress up like that to go speak to the kids?
Why do kids go to the circus?
Don't say freedom of choice.
Why do kids go to the circus? I'm all in.
That's a circus is different.
No, I go to see the clowns. Clowns are wild and bright and funny and entertaining. Drag shows are literal entertainment. You understand that, correct?
Exactly. For over 18. So where I live in Hamilton. I live in Hamilton, Ontario.
Wait. You're talking about dance drag shows. That's not what I'm talking about. A drag show story hour is no different than a clown coming to your school and reading a book. It is literally someone entertaining.
They talk about if you feel different inside, it's all right. You can be who. Yeah, they do, man.
Wait. What do they say? Wait, say that again. What do they say?
They tell them, it's all right to feel different inside, and it's just shit like that.
No, repeat what you said before.
What did I say before?
It's okay to what?
It's okay to be different inside, to feel different.
You said it's okay to be different.
Yeah.
It is okay to be different.
But a kid doesn't know those things.
Different doesn't mean a different sex.
It's okay to be different.
Being different could mean I wear glasses and my friend doesn't. I like reading books. My friend likes playing sports. There are different levels of being different and diversity. The fact that your brain, the idea that someone is an entertainer says it's okay to be different, your brain goes to they're telling my kid to sexualize themselves or be a dude or a girl or whatever. That is a you problem.
So what compels the man that lives his life as a man but only does drag for entertainment to want to go speak to a kid? Why can't the old age people do it in the home? Why does my government have to pay for it to be done?
No government.
And why do we have laws?
Show me one.
I'm in Canada. We have laws that protect children from being exposed to shit like that. And those laws aren't.
All right, I'm going to transfer this topic. I don't want to talk. This topic this guy's going weird. So you said you're not a Trump supporter, dude?
No, not at all.
Not a Trump supporter. Yeah, I highly doubt that.
I have tons of videos. Not one video on there is supporting Trump. So, yeah, no.
What is this? Let me see. What does your page say? Let's see.
Oh, you won't like my page, my friend. You won't like my page.
Well, it's because it's big.
Well, let me check it out.
Based on their conversation.
Truth, so let's check out your page and see what you have on there.
The truth.
Let's see what interesting things you like to talk about.
Oh, you'll love it.
What do you think of Joe Biden, by the way? Just out of curiosity while we're waiting.
Joe Biden?
Yeah.
Come on. He supported the Nazi coup in Ukraine in 2014, him and Obama. You can't deny that. That's facts. There's fucking audio recordings. There's everything.
That's not facts, but okay.
It's facts. That's not facts. Nope. Watch Ukraine on fire. You can listen to the fucking audio recordings. They backed it, and then they threw fucking Zelensky in there because he's an actor Jew. That way they couldn't say,
don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh my God, this dude is completely anti-Semitic.
You don't remember the people trying to leave Ukraine?
Hey dude.
You don't remember the people trying to leave
you're
Ukraine
focusing on.
and
Listen,
literally
you're talking about
people off?
Azov. You're talking about Azov, right? And first of all, you have no proof. You're just making shit up. But you're talking about Azov. Do you realize there's more neo mustache supporters in this country, like, than anywhere in the world?
Oh, I don't think so.
In America, yeah.
Yeah,
there is, dude. They're in our local.
They literally
government.
have chat rooms on Telegram.
And you don't think they're in Ukraine and Biden and Obama didn't support the coup there?
What?
With the
it
Nazi?
Wasn't that you're adding a part about the mustache supporters. You can't say that word, but you're talking about that. That's what we're disputing.
I don't know what you're disputing. It doesn't even make sense to me.
The neo
you asked me what I thought of Biden.
Supporters. That's
you
not
asked me what I thought of Biden. I told you what I thought about it, and you're saying it's lies.
Oh my God. You're
saying that the things I said about Biden are lies. You said, how do you feel about Biden?
Yeah, it is a lie.
And you're saying lies. They're not lies.
Yeah,
they're not lies.
All right. So
I'm sorry, but they're not lies.
Yeah, they are.
Watch Ukraine on fire. They're not lies.
Yeah, they are. They're lies, dude.
Okay, so they didn't support.
So you don't support him because he's.
So you didn't see people trying to leave Ukraine, and all the black people were getting and people that weren't white were getting thrown off the fucking train.
The hooks are in you, bro. Deep.
You know, Obama literally told us not to and told Ukraine to step down with Russia, and that's why Crimea was literally taken during his presidency. I don't know what you're talking about.
Taken, or was Crimea always Russia before?
No, if you actually go back in history, it was never part of Russia.
Back? You mean taken back, right?
You mean no? Okay.
Yeah.
If you mean taken back a second time because they took it the first time they had it as well.
I don't know. Maybe you should check out history because that was all Russia.
I have.
That was all Russia.
Wasn't. Okay. No, it wasn't.
Wow. Okay.
You're crazy, man. You're seriously all over the place. You're not.
It's all right, great. So you asked me about Biden. I told you about Biden.
All right. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I asked you because
And everyone in the comments, make sure you go research that shit about Ukraine.
Yeah, it's not true. Go research it. You're going to find this guy.
Yeah, please do. Watch Ukraine on Fire 2016.
Yeah.
2014.
Hey, I'm Alan of the Hold Fast crew, where you're 13 degenerates from Peterborough that like to commit anti-Semitic comments and doesn't represent Canada as a whole. Listen, Canada is a country.
No surprise. Oh, that matches up with what you just said too.
Yeah, the Hold Fast crew is the most annoying group of people in this country. They are obnoxious. They had this restaurant in Peterborough, Ontario, called Peter Burgers, and all they do is harass. All they do are bigots. They spread Russian propaganda. They terrorize the city of Ottawa.
You're not bringing up the history of the Peterborough thing. You're just saying bigots. No, they refused to lock their doors during COVID. They had to take their doors off their fucking hinges and literally go to war with the fucking police.
You can't smoke on camera. MLN, if you want to continue, you can't do it on camera because
no, man. Like the thing with these Hold Fast crew is, they are the most loudest group of people that I've ever met on the internet in Canada, and they do not represent Canada as a whole. 66% of our country votes for progressive parties in our country, either the Liberal or NDP or Green Party in our country. These represent a group of
60% of the 30% voted.
The PPC supporters, which this party represents, is almost 3% of the voter base in Canada, and they can't even get a seat in our parliament. They do not represent our country, and they cause this havoc in our city, in our capital city, along with the rest of the convoy, and terrorized our people for 3 weeks. And this is
Horns are terrorizing people. Horns are terrorizing people.
Dude, I want you to say, I wish I could use my phone.
Check out my videos. I was there the whole time, Mo.
And you don't think I was too in the city that I lived in?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to say to my best friend who lives downtown, who had to leave the city for 3 weeks because he could not get out of his house and he was terrorized when he went to the grocery store wearing his mask?
Tell him he's lucky it wasn't Black Lives Matter because he probably wouldn't have windows in his home to come home to.
I just wanted to show you real quick. I just wanted to show him real quick that Russia conquered Crimea in 1783 under Catherine the Great, when it was not ruled by Russia or the USSR, but it was ruled by the Crimean Tatars, an Ottoman empire. So yes, the second time Russia took Crimea was when Obama told Ukraine to do it. Learn some fucking history and
When
stop
Obama
being an
told Ukraine to
anti-Semitic.
do it. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mal, question for you. Do you think Justin
I'm
Trudeau is a
all
dictator?
in. It's very easy.
Yeah, let's hear this. You think Trudeau's a dictator?
What, you don't think so?
No.
Every chief of police said the Emergency Act didn't need to be fucking.
That's not what they said. That's not what they said. What did
all the borders were clear. All the borders were clear before the Emergency Act was enacted. All the borders were clear.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my gosh! Are you
don't
kidding
know
me
what
right
I did I? You don't know that I covered the convoy quite extensively, and I didn't even have to report it. I just viewed your live stream.
It was testified. It was right in testimony. Did you watch the Inquiry Act? I had COVID. I watched the whole thing morning till night. They even said every chief of police said we did not need the Emergency Act. All borders were open by the time the Emergency Act came into effect. That's a lie?
Okay. Yes, it is. It is.
This is just the chat's reminder that conspiracy theory and extremism is a global phenomenon.
Yeah, guys,
it's not specialized
Canadian
to the
version
US.
of MAGA, literally.
I'm all in.
No, it definitely is. But the one thing I will say is that I'm very, very thankful for is that in our country, different than the United States, is we can have elections pretty much at every time. So we had 3 elections since Justin Trudeau was prime minister. He got elected in 2015, and we had an election in 2019, and we had another election in 2021. And in 2019 and in 2021, the Canadian people decided that Justin Trudeau is another...
30% of Canadian voters, right? 30%.
Let me finish, please. Because, again, you clearly failed the half lesson of civics that we do in grade 10 to know that you do not win popular vote in Canada, you win seats in Canada. It's a parliamentary system. So you do not, you can have 30% of the vote, but still gain the most amount of seats because we don't have a 2-party system. As you know, we have 6 federal parties. So 30% of the vote with 6 parties is actually a large chunk of the vote. And again, that doesn't matter because you win seats in Canada. And the Liberal Party of Canada won a minority number of seats. And how our government works is when you get the most seats, you get the first chance of forming government in what's called a throne speech. And the throne speech happened and the people of Canada accepted it. And this is the beauty thing, is if you don't like the government, you don't have to sit outside of a Boston Pizza with a fuck Trudeau flag. You can actually vote. And you can remove the prime minister in a non-confidence motion. So where's the non-confidence?
There you go. There you go right there. Here, so let me stop you right there. So the whole reason the Emergency Act was enacted, if you remember correctly, because I was watching it live on whatever it's called, and it was supposed to be a vote on the Emergency Act, but what did he do?
No, it wasn't.
He found out that his own Liberals were going to go against him, so he made it a no confidence vote. So these guys didn't want to lose. Yeah, I did. Check. I mean, are you kidding me right now?
There was
you come into this box and you don't even you're telling me the shit I'm saying. I'm lying.
The Emergencies Act inquiry is a federal.
Here, wait. I'll put it on the computer right now so you can watch it live.
Sure you're gonna look it up.
It was a no confidence vote. It was slid in along with the fucking with the Emergency Act. That's why he slipped it in because his own Liberals were going to go against him.
No. That's not how That's not how a non-confidence motion is passed. You know that.
Oh my God, is this guy for real? It happened live, bro. It happened live.
This is literally like the Canadian version of what we deal with every day, guys.
I got to go because everybody in the comments here, check that out. You'll see this guy in the box above. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
He can't prove it.
He made it a no confidence.
You know that I studied politics for a while.
You can sit on here and say you studied whatever the fuck you want. I know what I saw with my own eyes, and everybody did too. Just like he didn't call us fucking racists and bigots for not being vaccinated, right?
The Liberal government won the vote of 185
he did it, right?
to
but
151 with the support of the new Democratic Party. Prime Minister
exactly. They formed a coalition. They formed a coalition.
That's not what a coalition is either. That's not what a coalition is either.
Holy fuck. This guy up here in the box, everybody.
Why are you leaving? Why aren't you just explaining it and showing it?
I did it. He's telling me I'm a liar. I mean, anybody can go on their phone right now and check it out if it was a no confidence vote.
Show it on your computer then and prove us wrong.
Yeah,
then show us on your computer and prove us wrong.
For everybody wondering, a non-confidence motion in our country is a bill that gets passed by an opposing party. Typically, 2 people need to bring it up. Like one member of parliament and another needs to sign off on it, and then it gets its own vote.
I'm going to show y'all right now.
You can't so let's just theoretically say the prime minister passed a bill that was so egregious, and
he can make a no confidence vote anytime he's the prime minister.
I would love to answer this question for you. So the prime minister passes a bill, or proposes a bill for that matter, and then the bill does not pass for whatever reason. Then what happens is that bill doesn't become the non-confidence bill. What happens is another bill is proposed by an opposing member, and it says, hey, we want to have a non-confidence motion. That can happen at any time.
No, he wanted to scare them into an election. Are you on your phone, baby?
Yeah.
Gotta just go on it for a second and prove this guy wrong. He's saying, he didn't make a no confidence vote along with the emergency act. Hold my smoke.
Why would Justin Trudeau make a no confidence vote against himself?
Because he knew that the Liberals would vote with him then, because they don't want to lose their jobs. Because he knew the Liberals were going to vote against the emergency act.
Let me ask that question again. Why would the sitting prime minister, who is mandated to be the prime minister until 2025, do a non-confidence vote against himself?
Hold on, let me search this.
That you can't do that in Canadian politics. You can't non-confidence your own party. Like, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
A non-confidence vote has to come from the opposing party. I love that you're Googling where I went to.
No, I'm going to show
university for this.
I'm going to show you, and it will probably be right on your favorite probably news media, CBC.
This is literally like the Canadian version of what we deal with every day, guys. This is
welcome
crazy.
to my life, Adam. This is what I do.
Keep fighting the good fight, man. One day it'll be over. I'm thankful
though, and while he's trying to find his confirmation bias Google here, I am thankful that in 2021 we voted. And here's a news flash: I didn't vote for Justin Trudeau because, like I said earlier, we got 6 federal parties to vote for. I voted for a different party. But do I understand that Justin Trudeau is our prime minister of our country? Absolutely he is, because he won the most seats and he had the chance to form government. And the Conservative Party, which got second place, have been the biggest bunch of whiners this whole time, because they look at the popular vote and they got 100 and something thousand more votes in the popular vote, but didn't get the same number of seats. Because again, you win seats in Canada. It's like congressional ridings, right? You win the parliament when you win the most seats. It doesn't matter how many votes you get, right? You get the most seats. And the Conservatives...
Have you talked to him before?
No, I've never talked to the Holdfast crew on purpose because of this. So they're again, there's like 15 of them. Like, this is what I'm talking about. They're loud, and he's still Googling. Let's just.
No, I'm bringing, but I'm trying to make it so you can see it, or I'm going to be just scrolling for you.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. No, in a non-confidence motion, we have them all the time. And we've gone to the polls because of non-confidence motions anytime. Because there's 2 ways that we can go to the polls. Either the prime minister
and you made it a no-confidence vote, and obviously the Conservatives and the PPCs voted against it, but the fucking Liberals and the NDP
the PPC
voted for it because they have the coalition.
Wait, the PPC voted against it? How many seats does the PPC have in the House of Parliament?
6.
No, I think 3.
They have 0.
His wife is whispering the answer to him.
They have 0 seats. The PPC didn't even win their own goddamn seat where their leader was running. God. The PPC have 0 seats, my guy.
That's too funny.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau won approval from the House of Commons on Monday night for the Emergency Act, which he put into play.
Yeah.
Government will vote.
Yeah. Is that a non-confidence motion?
Outside the House of Commons.
That's exactly what I read.
So again, a non-confidence vote, when it happens, is done by the opposing parties. I don't know how many more times I need to explain this to you. It's a pretty simple bill. It happens all the time. There's non-confidence motions filed almost every
he made it a non-confidence vote because he knew the Emergency Act wouldn't fucking pass.
Okay, but again, why would the prime minister, which he can't do because he can't do a non-confidence against yourself, you would just quit or resign at that point if you're not confident, because the point of a non-confidence is the majority of the House stands up and says, we don't support you anymore, and then it calls a general election automatically. That's how it works. And we could have a non-confidence vote 6 weeks after the House of Parliament sits. It's happened before. Kim Campbell in the 90s. She was prime minister for like 6 months. Hey, question for you. Who's our head of state in Canada?
I do this too.
Who's in charge?
What's that? Sorry.
Who's our head of state in Canada?
Our head of state?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. I guess prime minister? I don't know.
No, it's the King of England. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, the King of England is our head of state.
It is. We still are a part of the British Commonwealth.
I was going to say, you function under a parliament. You should know this.
There's a reason he's called the Prime Minister, because he's the Prime Minister to the Crown.
You're like the hockey playing version of me.
I hate hockey, actually. So much. It's so dumb. No, and okay, who's the Governor General? I love doing civics with these people because we do this in grade 10.
Yeah, with these people.
Yeah, it's so funny. Thanks. Rock on. The Governor General, who are they?
I don't know who the Governor General is. But I did email him during the convoy.
You emailed him?
Yeah, we were all emailing him.
You know it's a female, right?
Or whoever it was.
It's Mary Simon. She's the first Indigenous Governor General of our country.
Oh, no, that's done. That burns hard, bro. That burns hard, bro.
And she speaks 3 languages.
Yeah, that's where you just change your username. Just change your username, bro.
Okay.
Shit.
I can just sit here now. I feel like I've done what I've needed to do at this point.
I hasn't left yet.
I know.
I don't leave, buddy. I never block anyone. I don't play those games.
I don't got blocked, but like
no shame in my game.
Do you feel like you can admit that maybe you are misguided on some items?
Yeah.
Misguided about what? It's a fact. What I just said was a fucking fact. He made it a no confidence vote along with the emergency act. He made it a no confidence vote.
You literally just said that they voted for it.
I can't fuck around on my wife's phone. I'm trying to get on my computer.
Oh, now you're going to wow, you're committed.
You're committed to learning about Canadian politics that we learn in grade 10.
This guy.
Again, I can't. I don't know how many more times I need to explain it. And we have non-confidence motions all the time. Tell you what you're going to do. You can. It's free on all Canadian TV. We have a channel where you can watch the Canadian House of Commons.
CPAC. I did it fucking the whole fucking year. I know. Right. That's where. What do you think I saw it from?
Why don't you turn on CPAC most days when Parliament's sitting? Parliament's not sitting right now for the winter break, but turn it on and watch a question period. Just a day. Just one random day, one random Wednesday.
Buddy, I just told you I watched it for over a year.
Can you do me a favor too, by the way? Can you stick to whatever's going on in Canada? Like you don't even know what's going on in Canada. Stop talking about the United States. Why are you talking about the Brittany Griner? Why are you talking about the Brittany Griner trade? Like, what do you have a problem with that? As a Canadian, what's your problem with that? What's your problem with it?
So you leave a Navy SEAL back there, right?
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait,
stop. He was a Marine.
Or no, a Marine.
Please let me finish. Let me at least rebut this question. He's gonna. You leave a what over there? Did you just say Navy SEAL Muppet?
Yeah.
No. I did at first, but I was wrong.
Navy
Marine
SEAL, did you?
I even know that's wrong.
Holy cow! He just said Navy SEAL, dude. Stick to what's stop. You need to stop it. First of all, he was dishonorably discharged. He was not a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, he was dishonorably discharged for larceny and fraud.
Holy
He didn't
cow.
even leave the military on good terms.
You know what a Navy SEAL is, dude? Do you know what a Navy SEAL is?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it goes right to election, baby.
What's a Navy SEAL, dude? Do you know what a Navy SEAL is? What does SEAL stand for?
And what did I say? I said Navy SEAL, and then I misspoke, and I said a fucking Marine. But you're going on about the Navy SEAL.
What SEAL stand for?
fucking, what is that? All whatever.
You don't even know what a Navy SEAL is.
I'm not a Navy SEAL. I'm a fucking
that's
Canadian.
a big part of the story.
Okay,
Stop talking about it if you don't know. Stop talking about shit you don't know about. Leave our shit alone. Focus on your own shit.
But I'm all in. Did you know that he was dishonorably discharged?
Nope, I didn't know that.
And you didn't even know what branch of the military.
But you know that she did break the law going there with what she had, right?
He did too. He committed espionage. What's your point?
Here's the thing, Melon. As a fellow Canadian in a country where cannabis is fully legalized and monetized, it's not illegal. We live in a country where it's not illegal here, and in the States, it's not illegal in some states.
She wouldn't even have served any time in the United States for it. So this guy.
Do you know what would have happened if she?
That's
came
right. But if I go to another country, just like the guy who went and did graffiti in what country was it? The American. And they gave him years in prison, and instead they give him lashes.
I don't know how.
Why? Because he breached their fucking laws.
She's an American. We do everything to get the Americans back.
Well, and also,
what American? You mean the ones left behind in Afghanistan? What about the ones that were left behind in Afghanistan?
Yeah, if you know Whelan,
chose to stay, my guy.
We can get into that too. You're probably misinformed on that too. But Whelan was caught with a flash drive with Russian state secrets on it. It has a lot to do with how Russia is handling the case.
Well, and
they don't walk in. They don't walk into a room and go pick anybody you want. Pick this one for you could take anybody if we can get. That's not how that works, man. Well, and saying he's a Navy SEAL is dishonest. It's a joke. Basically.
What did I say first? I said Navy SEAL, and then I went back and I said right away I said I mean Marine.
Matter. The fact that you even said it is a joke. If you knew you don't know what a Navy SEAL is, or you'd know why I'm reacting this way. That's a big error in the story. Navy SEAL.
Not to mention, at the end of the day, they're both Americans, period.
Yes.
One's there for espionage, one's there for hemp oil in a fucking little vape pen. So, the idea that one American seems more valuable, why is he more valuable to you? I'm just curious. Why was he more valuable to you? Was it because he was military? Was it because he was male, or was it because he was white? Was those three factors any of the reasons behind your outrage?
He was only there for 200 and something days, and there's Americans trapped everywhere throughout the fucking world.
He was there under Trump's presidency. Why didn't Trump make the trade? Oh wait, because he didn't want to.
Yep.
Well, the other thing to note
Trump
is
was
that Russia didn't want to negotiate with the Marine. They didn't. They didn't.
But here's the thing, Sheep King. Under the Trump administration, they were offered they were going to trade for Whelan straight up.
I didn't know that. That's the thing, because I try to focus my attention on what's going on in my country.
Yeah, like you should. So,
I'm
but Trump
American
of course said no. So
right. So I'm not surprised. But
on a side note,
it's not false.
I look fucking amazing. Okay, I just want you to see my outfit.
So festive.
So fucking festive. Look at that.
So while he's still Googling the non-confidence motion, apparently, I'm
on CP. See CPAC right there.
He's still trying to find the non-confidence thing. Malin, were you one of the 13 people that was at the Boston Pizza in Hamilton?
I was videoing. Everybody was watching.
Okay, so you were there.
Yeah, baby.
Would you have you ever attended a drag show in your life?
Okay.
We know damn well he's never attended a drag show.
I know, but I want to hear what he says.
No, I've never been to a drag show.
So how do you know
it's not to say I wouldn't go? Just we're not into that's not our thing. But not to say if I was at a bar and it was happening,
that's not the point of why he's asking. Stop talking for a minute.
So would you consider if you have children, right?
I love you, baby. I'll see you in a bit.
Guys, subscribe if you like the stream. Patreon link trees in my bio. So Tier 2 if you want to support me as a creator, I would appreciate it.
You have children, right? Alan? You have children, right?
Yeah, they're grown though.
Okay. When your kids were younger, did you let them watch Disney movies?
I have to admit, I did. Lion King.
Right. And Disney princesses.
Can't smoke on stream, bro. Can't smoke on stream.
Disney princesses were probably in their mind, right? They idolized some sort of Disney prince or princess of some kind.
No, I have boys. No. They didn't idolize any of that. Cars. Okay. That was it. Cars.
Fine.
Cars and Lion King.
I'll change where I'm getting with this. Would you think it's weird for a parent of a young daughter to have a Disney princess birthday party where somebody comes dressed up like a Disney princess?
Nope, not at all.
So what's a drag queen?
A drag queen is a man that dresses up as a woman for entertainment purposes.
Not always.
Majority.
Not always a man.
Majority.
So they dress up in a costume and sing and dance, right?
That's right.
What does a Disney princess do?
Come on, man. You're talking apples and oranges here, man.
No, you're not. That's why I brought up the circus.
We're talking apples and apples, actually. So a Disney princess entertainer dresses like a Disney princess and sings and dances for children, right?
Yeah.
So do you understand that in drag, there are different types of drag performances, from ones that are child friendly to ones that are, take place at, 19 plus clubs in the gay villages?
Yes, I do.
Right.
But they're still talking about issues. They're still dropping seeds in the kids' brains.
So how do you know that when you've never been to one?
Would you protest outside of a movie theater?
How do I know that? Because we had someone in on at the library one. That's how I know that. We have all video.
Oh, you had an inside person. Got it.
No, he's got 9/11 stuff on here too. This guy speaks on a lot of shit that he has no clue about.
Would you protest outside of a movie theater that was showing an R-rated movie that had sex in it when a G-rated movie was playing in the movie theater next door?
No, because the kids ain't allowed to go in there. How do I know that? Because I try to take my kid to see not Daredevil. What's the other one with Ryan?
You can absolutely take your child to a movie if you are with a parent.
No, I was with him. I tried to take him to see Deadpool. They would not let me in. I had to get a refund.
So wait,
and there's not any strip clubs allowed in Hamilton region at all.
You wanted your kid to see Deadpool.
You know there's a sex scene in that movie, right?
Yeah. You mean a heterosexual scene? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. There's the homophobic.
Long. There we go.
How's that homophobic? Why?
Ding, ding, ding.
How am I homophobic?
Yeah.
Andrina.
Because you're okay. Wait. You're okay with your minor son.
Wait.
We're homophobic. We're homophobic, yet our kids' godparents are gay.
There it is.
Now tokenizing. Now you're tokenizing.
Now it's tokenizers. See, you guys have this.
You're tokenizing. That's tokenizing, dude.
Why is it? Wait.
But we made the choice.
I am all in.
So what I do? What did I do 28 years ago? Wait a second. What did I do? You're saying tokenizing. So what did I do? Pre-plan this 28 years ago so I could use it for today's argument? Or did I make the choice 28 years ago for these people to be my
That's not proof that you're not homophobic.
I am all in. Listen very closely. You just said I have no problem exposing my child, minor son, to sexualization as long as it's heterosexualization.
That's right.
So his point to you is drag queens aren't about being gay. So what the fuck is wrong with the people going to an entertainment show? First of all,
because they're bringing kids.
Shut up. Was the drag queen you were protesting
at
a public school? Was it at a public school? Or was that at a public place where you had to choose to go to it?
It was at a public library.
Where you had to choose to go to it?
That's right. Paid for by our government.
Paid
for by our government.
Let me finish.
Too long. It's weird.
Let me finish.
Obsessed with it.
I don't care who it was paid for. It's a public thing that you are allowed to choose whether or not your child is exposed to it. So you're pissed because you didn't get to take and expose your child to sexual intercourse on a big screen TV as a minor son of a heterosexual couple. But you're mad that other parents make the decision to let their kids see an entertainer read to them. Hear yourself? Like, I want you to say that shit out loud.
That's right.
Yourself.
Because of what they're saying to the kids, they're making it normal. They're making it normal.
No,
they're not. They're making it normal. It drops seed in their brain.
It's a disgusting opinion, and I don't want to talk about it. It's getting
next subject.
Now, so we're done.
These are not your children.
Thing?
Are you going next subject? All right. So you have a bunch of stuff on this. This page is wild, bro. I mean, really, it's wild.
It's all over the place, eh?
Yeah, are you? Oh, it's all over the place.
Welcome to the world of the Canadian Convoy supporter, Adam.
Oh my God, dude, you
And that's my 11th account. That's my 11th account too.
It's the 11th account.
Well, I mean, that's because when you become a bigot on the internet and want to tell other people how to parent their children, people don't tend to like that. They tend to frown upon it. I mean, it's just the reality of life.
So we're moving away from, because he's obsessed with that now. It's weird. He really is obsessed with that for some reason.
I'm just mad that he admitted that he wanted to take his son to Deadpool to see normal people in his mind, normal people, air quotes, fuck that bullshit, have sex, but he's not okay with other people making the decision to take their kid to listen to a story.
So transgender makes up 0.2% of our population, and gays and lesbians make up 3.
We're moving off that now. So what about, what did you say about COVID before? Did you mention something about COVID before? Or was that the other guy?
About Peterborough during COVID times?
No, you said so. Yeah, you don't. So, what do you think about the vaccine?
Oh, come on. You know,
you just checked out my
page. Let's just say I agree with Dr. Robert Malone, Dr. Shoemaker.
Yeah, you think it's a conspiracy. I just want to know, like, what you think the goal is.
What are you talking about?
Like, what's the goal? You think it's a global conspiracy? What's the goal?
Oh yeah, for sure it's a global conspiracy.
All right, just explain it to me. I'm curious.
For sure, it's a global conspiracy. They were already. It just so happens that they did a whole, like the WEF did the whole test thing about a pandemic just months before it happened. Benny and Barney Hill, Betty is the last name Hill, here in Hamilton, a big pharmaceutical company. They were murdered in Toronto. They're North America leading.
Wait, who is it? Sorry, no, I got to correct the record.
You know who I'm talking.
Benny and Barney Hill?
No, not. I got them confused. The old couple here from Hamilton.
I'm just curious. Like,
what you mean? The Sherman family?
The Sherman family. Thank you very much.
You wouldn't let your kids get. You wouldn't let your kids get the vaccine, correct?
Nobody's got it in my house.
Right, because you're really
what a
into
surprise.
Like you basically you're concerned for their health. Hold on, guys. You're concerned for their health. Can I ask why you're smoking inside?
Of course I am. Why wouldn't I smoke inside? I got
the dangers of secondhand smoke.
Well, my father just died of esophageal cancer.
The dangers for who? You mean me and my wife? The dangers of
secondhand smoke.
They're probably less than the dangers of firsthand smoke, and that's the only people in the house.
Actually, that's not necessarily true. Do you know anything about secondhand smoke? Do you know how dangerous it is to your children? Do you know you're doing them harm right now?
That's what I'm saying. What children are you talking about, man? I told you I have a 28-year-old kid and a fucking 18-year-old.
You're smoking inside.
I don't have the children. They don't live in my house.
Does anyone else live in your house but you?
Oh, my 18-year-old. He's in college right now.
Okay. Someone lives in your house.
And my wife.
He's 18 or not. I don't give a shit. You shouldn't be smoking inside. You don't want them to get the vaccine, but you're willing to smoke inside?
That's right.
That sounds ridiculous.
Can I ask a question? Would you smoke in a restaurant?
I did. I used to, yeah.
Would you smoke in a restaurant?
Now I can't because it's illegal. I can't now because it's illegal.
And you smoked when they were growing up.
It's not illegal for me to smoke in my home.
You smoked their whole childhood inside, I'm sure. So
what do you
lie? I was born in 76.
Right. So you smoked inside. Well, they've known about secondhand smoke for some time now. I mean, it's not a new thing, dude.
Even third-hand smoke is shown to give children asthma and severe allergy issues, actually.
What's third-hand smoke?
It's from just your clothing,
clothing.
You smoking on your child, and then your child going to another facility like school or church or another environment where they're being around other kids or breathing in for long periods of time, particularly school. So like if you're a regular smoker in your house and your child goes to school and they're closed.
Well, I guess we don't have to worry because everybody's all mad now, aren't we?
I mean, it doesn't matter. You do what you want, right? It's your house. You do what you want. But the point is, I wouldn't say you shouldn't be allowed to do that. But I'm just saying, like.
But you had to bring it up and try to come at me like I'm doing something wrong.
He's bringing it up because you don't care about it.
I'm concerned about
these potential health risks later on in life when you're sitting here smoking on a cigarette. Literally, I mean, it's ridiculous.
I'm 50 almost, bro. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm doing me.
If you're 50, then get the jab. I mean, if you're going to die, you're going to die, right?
Yeah. Well, it's also important to note that.
Yeah, but why would I go get a jab and cause?
I don't care if you get it or not at this point. I'm just trying to point out your hypocrisy.
Why would you smoke cigarettes that literally are putting tar and like carcinogens in your lungs all day, every day? I mean, you clearly don't give a shit about your life or your health. So don't sit here and act like you're advocating for people's lives by being anti-vax, okay?
Why? Because
you're not. You're the opposite of anti-vax.
Yeah, dude.
You go to Burger King?
No, I
That's
don't
not the
actually.
same.
What do you
Dude, going
eat
to
on a
literally
daily
Burger
fucking
King and
basis?
kale bowls
smoking
every
are
day.
not the same thing, dude.
What
Are
do
you
you eat
kidding?
on a daily basis?
You
What about
think
all
going
those
to
Eat or
foods
Burger
you're
King
drink?
eating?
and smoking on
You
cigarettes
really don't
every
want to,
day
dude.
are the
I'm an
same
avid
thing?
athlete. Like, you really don't want to go down this road with me. Like,
You
I'm a
don't eat
literal
foods with
fucking
herbs in
marathoner.
them?
No, I
You
don't.
don't use any sugar? That's all poison.
No, I don't.
Sugar is
Dude, it's
not
not. You
Actually,
poison.
think,
Sugar
wait,
is
you
not
think
poison.
putting sugar, you think eating sugar. Dude, are you serious right now?
Sugar. You need sugar. Like, sugar's
Holy
okay.
shit.
I mean, I eat natural
He
sugar
just said
all
I
day.
if
can't
you
even
eat
hear you. You
sugar,
guys are all breaking up.
you might as well smoke cigarettes.
I'm all
That's
in. You're
basically what he
I
just
came in
comparing
said.
here
If
for a
you're
discussion.
preservatives.
You guys
sugar,
just
you
try to
might
like
as
fucking
well smoke
hammer me,
cigarettes.
hey?
Well, I joined because you're saying a
I
lot of
just ate
incorrect
kale.
facts about Canada and Canada as a whole because you don't represent Canada. Because remember, 90% of Canadians are fully vaccinated.
Now he's frozen. This is perfect. 0.5G, probably just exited.
Well, see, if he got his vaccine, he would have got his 5G chip and he would have had better service, right? That's how that works.
That's why they all have crappy internet. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now we know.
0.5G in the chat for subscribers.
No, but like I want to just clear it up.
Yeah. He ran, by the way. He was not kicked. He ran.
Yeah, he lives in a city called Hamilton, which is like our Newark to New York kind of thing. It's connected to Toronto. It's very, very close to Toronto, the bigger city. And he doesn't represent Hamilton as a whole. Hamilton is in a very, very progressive city. It is very, very left wing, I guess you could say. And he doesn't represent Hamilton as a whole. And he also doesn't represent
How do I look?
as a whole. He doesn't.
Well, I appreciate you coming on and clarifying too, man.
Yeah. No, I love the Hold Fast crew. They give me endless entertainment on Twitter.
I sent you a follow, man.
No, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
But
I appreciate it. You've never seen that guy on here before?
So I've seen the Hold Fast crew. I tend to stay away from them a lot just because, as you can see, they're very loud, right? And like you, when I do my debates, I like to target one particular point that the person has, right? Where versus this all-encompassing thing. And I like to also keep it to politics because that's what I'm educated on and that's what I know, right? So it's I see it a lot, and I would just encourage you to go onto Twitter if you're bored one night and just look up Hold Fast crew. They are very, very big on harassing people. Like, they show up at people's places of employment. They show up at people's where they live. Like, their whole thing is harassment. Like, that's what they do. And the Boston Pizza is like an Applebee's chain restaurant here in Canada. There was a drag brunch that happened.
Shut the fuck up, you faggot.
Oh, that's all you got. That's the best you got, dude.
Love it.
That's the best you got. Guys, chat, you know what to do with that guy up top. You guys know what to do with that guy up top. So
the one thing I appreciate with our country is that the Hold Fast crew and the extremists on that side can't get guns. And I'm very thankful that that's the case. So that's my final point.
Yeah, that is.
Anyways, I'm going to go.
I hope you didn't work hard to get those 1,000 followers, bro.
He bought them.
Yeah. Anyway, 100%. I appreciate it, Sheepkin.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Good to see you all.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Man, I hope that guy didn't work hard for those followers. Whoopsie. Shouldn't do that here. Like, the funniest thing is when they start talking about the vaccine, they're sitting there smoking on cigarettes in 2022. Literal fiberglass.
It's a wild time, Adam. It's a wild
crazy.
time. That was interesting. I can't wait to see the clips from this.
The funny thing
and
is
then he likened it to eating Burger King.
Yeah, are you opposition?
Well, I came in because it says Idaho politics, and I'm in Idaho.
No, it wasn't Idaho politics. It was Idaho. We were talking about the University of Idaho, the quadruple homicide. But
yeah, I live here.
Just rotate, Pap, and I'll come back to you if I have time. Just rotate back to the box. Thank you. Jer, are you opposition?
Yeah, what?
Are you opposition? Are you Republican?
Oh, no, I'm Canadian.
A lot of Canadians came in here, I guess.
Oh, yeah, no, that guy, I thought he was an Albertan at first. You know, like,
you guys have a bunch of people like that over there?
Pardon?
You have a bunch of people like that in Canada. It was kind of weird. You guys ever see like Breaking Bad, like the different versions of Breaking Bad in different countries? Have you ever seen them?
I haven't
You know
actually watched
That's
Breaking Bad. I
basically
know
like
the show. I've seen
it
the
was kind of like
clips.
that, right? You were watching like this live stream, but like the Canadian version.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's amazing.
It was
Yeah. No, I live in the heart